My name is Lewie. I am a senior year at OSU, and I am here today both as a survivor and as the campus organizer of OSU's It's On Us chapter. It's On Us is a national coalition to end sexual violence on college campuses. And when OSU Me Too reached out to us to co-host this event today, of course we wanted to get involved because one person can make a difference, but it takes a community to work together as a team and to continue this conversation. It's on all of us to stand up and say that bystander intervention isn't enough. We need to go further than that. We need to believe survivors. We need to support survivors. We need to make a difference. We need to ask our legislators to support and believe survivors. We need to ask our campus to support and believe survivors. It's on all of us to make this change. So I just want to thank everyone for coming out today. We appreciate everyone who is taking the time to listen to what the survivors have to share today. So I'm going to pass it off now to Estee, who's going to share her story with you.
So hi, my name is Estee Pryor. I competed as a diver at the 2012 Olympic Trials. I was then offered a scholarship to Ohio State in my junior year of high school, which I was thrilled to accept. I gave Ohio State a verbal commitment, which would mean I would join their team. Prior to graduating from high school, but while still diving for the Ohio State Diving Club, I was sexually abused by their coach. The way I was treated following the assault led me to decommit from Ohio State. I wanted nothing to do with the university. When Ohio State found out that I was sexually assaulted, they treated me as the predator. Instead of punishing the coach, the Ohio State University Office of Student Life had me return home from a diving meet. The same office then calls the Ohio State Office of Human Relations. They decided to investigate instead of calling Columbus Police. When I turned over naked pictures and videos of me taken by my predator, the Ohio State Police were called. This was nearly 4 years ago. To this day, they still have the photos and still have not turned them over to law enforcement. My diving career ended as a result of what happened with the Ohio State Diving Club and the way the university treated me as a sexual abuse victim. I'm here today to call attention to Ohio State's failures to stand here with sexual abuse victims. I'm not surprised that the federal investigation has called attention to a culture that fosters the sexual misconduct of students. In my case, this culture resulted in Columbus Police never being called in to investigate my case. I guess that the school's image and reputation was more important than my will. It must end. This must end. I urge all of you to write to President Drake and demand that sexual assault victims be treated with compassion and that sexual assault crimes be reported to Columbus Police instead of universities. Thank you. I'll turn it over to
Good afternoon. Thank you guys for coming. My name is Brian Garrett, 1996 graduate of the Ohio State University. I attended graduate school here in 1997 and 1998. I met my wife here on this campus, went to college with her, asked her to marry me on this campus. I've given my time and I've given money to this university in many forms. Like you, I was a student on this campus and I came here thinking that I would be safe and that if something happened to me, that the university would protect me. What I found out this summer, 20-some years later, is that the OSU administration in many ways and many forms failed me as a student and failed many others. I've listened to the stories of hundreds of athletes in 16 different sports who were sexually assaulted by Dr. Strauss. I was not an athlete, I was one of several students who were sexually assaulted by Strauss in the men's clinics. Why this is important is because this is just not a student-athlete problem, this is a student-at-large problem. Imagine going to the student health clinic for what you believe is actual care by a physician, by an OSU employee, and in walking out being violated and then later ignored. found out in May of this year that OSU had launched the investigation. And as soon as I saw Dr. Strauss's picture on an email, I became sick to my stomach. I didn't talk for the next hour. My wife asked me, what's going on? I said, there's something I need to tell you. I was angry at Dr. Strauss, but Dr. Strauss is dead, so I can't do anything about that anger. But as the summer went on, I listened to story after story after story of more athletes, student athletes, and students at this university who were sexually assaulted, sexually abused by Dr. Strauss, and were ignored. My furious level of frustration with the university came to a head about 2 months ago when I sat down and met with Stephen Snyder Hill, who was a student at the university in 1994, 1995. I think he started before that. Who went to the student health clinic and was sexually assaulted by Dr. Strauss and reported it. That is some of the criticism I've heard of the survivors. Oh, you didn't report it enough. You didn't tell enough people. Guess what? I'm holding his actual report to the university in 1995, and I want to read some of it to you. Stephen Snyder Hill could not be here today. He wishes he could be, so I want to speak in his spirit. Stephen Snyder Hill went in for a lump on his breast. The physician asked him if he was gay. It's interesting that Stephen Snyder Hill is actually gay. He's actually in the military and has taken on the Department of Justice to recognize his marriage to his husband, Joshua Snyder Hill. He did a testicular exam and an anal exam for an issue on his chest. I'm in the medical field and been practicing in the medical and nursing field for 20-some years. I've never seen a physician do a testicular or an anal exam for an issue on somebody's chest. He rubbed his erection up against him while he was doing the exam. He flirted with Stephen Snyder Hill during the exam. He asked him a lot of questions about his sexual life, and Stephen Snyder Hill felt like he was being intimidated. He felt like if you had given him the signal that Dr. Strauss would have engaged in sexual acts with him during that visit. That is not the safe environment that we expect for our students on this campus by a university employee. OSU has ignored this problem for 20-some years in many ways, shapes, or forms. It's now on them to stop being indifferent. It's now on them to now be accountable. It's now on them to come forward and say, we made a mistake, this is how we're going to fix it. MSU, PSU, USC, all have taken accountability for this. OSU has not. OSU has tried to dismiss our lawsuit because we want the facts. OSU has not reached out to us to help us. And OSU has also denied all of our requests for mediation in this. So as students on the Ohio State campus, is this how you should be treated? You should not have to worry about an employee of this university doing inappropriate things to you. You should not be ignored when it happens, and you should expect that your university, when that happens, investigates it immediately in the correct way and utilize law enforcement. So with that being said, thank you for inviting me here today, and I hope by today that we have a safer campus, not just here, but across the country. I have an 8-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son, and I want this campus to be different if they ever attend here today. I want it to be different for you, and I want it to be different for your kids someday. Thank you very much.